What's going on? What's going on, man? Finally, we are back. YouTube has allowed us to return, and we are back with some more reviews. Of course, we got Uncut Ish Talk tomorrow, a new episode. A lot of music to talk about. But yeah, shout out to everybody coming through. We have returned. What's going on this year?
What up?
Uh, Make sure y'all go through and check them reviews out. I got Snowfall, John Wick 4, and Yellow Jackets up. And I'm gonna start the season 2 tomorrow as far as Yellow Jackets. Good show, good show. All right, man. How we feeling? Episodes 5 and 6, Bel-Air season 2.
I like where they
Oh boy,
taking it.
we
I like where they taking it. I like how the conflicts is more so family integrated this year. It's not so extreme. Because if they would have kept being like super extreme, like with the conflict, I feel like people would have got like would have called like, eh, y'all just being
what you mean
too
with the
drama
conflict?
heavy. Okay, I feel like the drama is realistic instead of being hyper
Yeah.
dramatized. Like especially like the miscommunications between Jazz and
Feel.
no Jazz and what is her name,
Oh, I
Hillary.
said feel. I'm thinking about Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like everything is, to me, everything is realistic. And the small rivalry. Are we going back to this rivalry thing between uh Will and Carlton? You know, and they trying to stay on good terms. They do care about each other, but now they being pitted against each other in school for this what's it called?
Basically for higher education, the accolades,
Right,
to make yourself better recommended to go to colleges, and for Will in certain stages to play basketball. Like, damn, I mean, like, are you gonna be mad at me because I'm trying to better myself, brother? Like, we family, we be in this together. I'm sorry, Carlton, but yeah, I don't like that. I ain't like that.
is that an
I feel like that
off-white
was
tie?
selfish.
That is an off-white tie. Sorry.
Who, Carlton?
Yes, that symbol, that
Okay.
look like the off-white symbol. I
They
mean,
had the drip.
yeah, that's damn, I can't remember nobody's name right now. Virgil, R.I.P. Virgil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's definitely gonna be interesting to see just how they try to play off this because of the fact that Will kind of saying he wasn't even gonna go through with it as far as the whole internship thing or whatever they got. What is that?
That it's not a fellowship. What is it? It's yeah. Basically it's like getting the highest recommendation from your school. So basically, when you filling out college applications and shit, because I went through this process, regardless of the fact that I did not go, that was a whole nother issue within itself. I believe we talked about that on
Yeah,
one of the
it's real talk. That is coming
yeah.
back. I'm sorry, y'all. I got it. I don't. I was working on that while we had the strike. That's coming back. What's up?
So yeah. Um, But yeah, like so when you filling out all these college applications and stuff, like they want to know what you been doing, like, and then who speaks highly of you. Why should we let you come learn at our place? I mean, depending on how prestige the school is, because
That's
when people be like they got their acceptance letter from community college, I'll be like, don't they basically accept everybody as long as you like don't got no charges?
shout out to Dan Split. I got accepted into community college,
Hey, I graduated from
but
community college, so damn it, I got a degree. I mean, it's a community to college degree, but damn it, I studied for that shit. I don't know. School is not hard to me. Like I could have went to these prestigious schools. I didn't do. I was not trying to have the pressure of Ivy League though. Like my anxiety, hell the fuck no. I don't think I would. I mean, not that I don't think I was smart enough. It's just like the the skills you have to be to get into Ivy League, and that's what Carlton's trying to do. So like having that highest honor from
mhm.
your school to get into, like, you get, like, he ain't guaranteed, but it looks really, really, really good. He got money, his father, then the prestige from his school saying, yeah, we want you to, that we think so great of you
But that's
that
what
you
I'm
should go
saying.
to.
He already got some of the highest accolades.
He do, but like just that
That's what I'm saying.
extra
I feel like he
push.
already
He
got some
trying
of
to
the
go to
highest
Princeton.
accolades.
He trying to go to Princeton. Do you know how
I feel
hard
like
it
he
is to
already
get in the
would have
Ivy
had it though.
League? But do you know he's black and he's trying to get into an
I
Ivy League
mean, no.
college without a legacy?
I'm not about to say
I mean,
lie.
because it's funny because everybody was like, the only reason Malia Obama got into Harvard is because her daddy is Barack Obama, and it's like, so when y'all do nepotism shit, it's fine, but because she's black, it's wrong. And then they got black people repeating that same dumb shit because black people be mad at net babies, and I'm like, leave them alone. Let Nipper, you just mad because your parents didn't do what they were supposed to do. You can't be mad at somebody else because their parents did what they were supposed to do and set their kids up for a more comfortable life than yours. I'm sorry. That's why I be getting mad. Like when people people like think that I had such a comfortable ass life just because the way my mom made things be perceived by other people. And I'm like, y'all do not know what went on in this home.
Hey, sounded like Mike Lowry. All I wanted to ever be was a cop. I'm supposed to apologize because my family left me money. But yeah, Mike Lowry.
I mean,
Uh,
are you supposed to apologize for? I'm
but
sorry, I had a better life than you. I mean, it's like having empathy. It's not because people were.
it's kind
I,
of though
I,
what Doc says to Will, because he had this whole thing with the school, and when he was telling him about the recommendation or whatever, and Will was
mm-hmm.
kind of hitting at him like, I'm not going to even fool with that, you know what I'm saying? And Doc telling him like, nah, you need to do that. It's a lot of the other kids in here that's not going to have the opportunity you have because of the school you're going to.
Yep.
That's another thing I liked about this episode as far as starting it off. Of course, Will done started to go work out for Doc. And now Will's getting a rude awakening as far as the workout procedures, that NBA type. And this is what I'm liking about the show. This shit is really making you say, is Doc really bad? Or is he like, it's just like, I don't know. It
Oh,
seemed like he actually trying to help Will, but that nigga's
he
eyes, and when he was talking to Vivian, I was like, oh hell, this light skin shit. When he talking
shit.
to
No,
Vivian and them eyes, he was just sitting there like,
he's shifty, man. It don't seem it's despite the fact that he is doing good, it don't seem like his intentions is in the right place. Like it's something is not. I don't know. It's just
it's the way he pushing Will, and not just Will, it's
that's good
everybody else.
though.
When you hear what his daughter was talking about as far as telling Will the stories about the other kids in there, as far as what they had to go through to get to the position they trying to get to the position that he's trying to get to,
The
and
fact what they go through just to get there, and what Will gets dropped off.
and think about the car getting dropped off of more than likely in Carlton's,
Right.
and that's what he was telling. Like, I'm Philly. That don't mean nothing to them boys down there, and that almost reminded me of the first Creed, but not that mean anything. But I enjoyed this scene. Not only the fact the way they was coming at Will, but the fact that Will looked like, yo, he couldn't handle them workouts.
Brad,
But he ain't giving up.
when you like, I don't think people understand like that type of working out. I've never done shit to that level, but when you cheer for an all-star team, oh my god. When you cheer, when you do competition cheerleading, man, that's
Now think about staying in that type of shape when you cheerleading for an NFL team or NBA team.
I know.
Do you want to
And
be out
you're
here
a
on this
grown
floor?
and you're a grown woman at that point.
Oh, you come out here. Oh, you got a foot. You got a foot. Going home.
Right?
But definitely trying to see what is going to go with Carlton and Will, being that now Will is thinking about staying in and actually using this recommendation to help him with what he's trying to do with basketball. Did this this went in at episode 5 as far as the art show?
Yeah. Yo,
Okay.
why that the fact that they had one event and then another event, I'm like, bro, they just all these events
Well, I was getting confused. I was like, wait a minute, this is still episode 5, right?
Right. I was, but they had mentioned it, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, they is supposed to be setting up for it. I was like, how many events have they had just in this one season? Like,
And for me, my bad, y'all. I watched the episode back to back because I didn't even watch episode 5 last week. I waited because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do the reviews or whatever. So I just watched them back to back. But and this
I
is where
can't
we get our
wait.
introduction to Hillary's ex, right?
Yeah. Is
Shout
he
out
an
to
NFL or an
Jazz.
NBA player?
I think he NFL. Maybe
Oh,
no, he NBA. I think he NBA.
okay.
Because when they was doing the thing at the fan reunion, I think they was playing basketball. If I'm no,
They
they
was
playing
playing
football.
yeah, they was playing flag
Okay,
football.
he football then. Yeah, he gotta be football. But it's kind of seemed like the roles have kind of reversed a little bit as far as the insecurities. Well, not really, because Jazz has always been kind of insecure. Not really, yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
of the whole thing with him posting her on Instagram, and now the whole thing with her having an ex boyfriend that's just so having to be an NFL player. Guess that don't help. But my whole thing is that I'm on Hillary's side. She was definitely making sure she made it clear that you was her man, Jazz. It was on you and how you acted after that.
Absolutely. I'm like, Jazz, come
She
on. And
texting you,
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Don't just have a conversation with me.
absolutely. I think I ain't gonna say in my younger days, but I think we done been there. Everybody done been there, whether you male or female. I don't know if the whole ex intimidation thing, I ain't been there. But as far as like certain insecurities with yourself when you dating somebody that you feel like might be of a certain higher standard than what you are, yeah, I done been there.
No, I can't say I
I think it
have.
was more so because I wasn't on no.
I,
Once again, I'm a civilian. I wasn't on no thug shit or nothing. But I'm saying it was the way I gave off a certain presence. It was like, so this nigga, man, like, is he out there? Like, no, no. Once again, it was way years ago, younger days, late teens, early 20s. But I did kind of enjoy the whole interaction with Jazz because he's a fan of her ex, not knowing that there was her ex at first.
I think he was embarrassed because he looked goofy, like all in this dude face, and he used to be with Hillary. I mean, because it's kind of okay. This is the way I see it. I feel like Jazz, like, oh man, I really admire you, blah blah blah, and then it's like, oh, so you used to fuck my girl, like, and then you
See,
start thinking about that, and then it's like now your head
that's where I
messed up, and
don't.
you don't think like you can't.
That's what I'm saying because I've been in that situation too, where I got somebody that I'm talking to. They don't talk. They don't mess with somebody that I'm very close to. It never bothered me though. Never. Like
Well,
I
hell
even
no.
took we hung around like straight up. It never bothered. Once again, it's a little bit younger days, but it never bothered me. At the
I'm
same time, you have to make sure you understand that I wasn't just talking to that one person. So maybe that's why.
I've had that situation where I've been around two people that I had been with. I'm not even gonna say how many times that happened. And no, I don't have that type of past that it
No,
has. It's just the fact you live in a small town
yeah,
and you just be
yeah,
like,
that's it.
damn. But but yeah, no, I've never had the situation where I've been like jealous of somebody else's ex or no.
Might have been just a situation where it wasn't something you was taking serious. And I would say, I guess, on my end, I took it serious, but I don't know, man. It was very confusing times. But it didn't bother me, though. That's what I will say. I didn't make it a situation where I'm like, yo, so how did y'all do? Was it better than me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God, and I hate. Oh my, I've actually got those questions. Like you, would you do? Wait, time out. Why do you fuck? Do you want to know this? Like this shit came, bruh. That's a story
You
I
know
need
what?
to tell you. That's a story I need to tell you.
I'm
But it
about to
ain't.
make that
I'm
an
not gonna
episode
tell
of
this
Real
right
Ish
now.
Real Talk. I already
I'm
got
not
the
gonna
family
tell.
episode we still got to do, but that might be an interesting episode. Because that is true. Now that
I'm
you
a,
mentioned it, it's like, why would you? Because it's one thing to know somebody that you have talked to that, okay, but to not know them and you still act like, why? But your boy Uncle Phil, he got some things going on. Like I said, I don't know what's up with Bel-Air, but why is the light skinned people evil? Because he got an ex. I
Right.
I'm like, what is going on, man? Yeah, we got some things going on with Uncle Phil, but he wasn't being sneaky. This was something that's going on with his firm.
Yeah. I mean, but like, I,
Oh, no, no, no.
okay.
He ain't do nothing wrong.
He did not do anything wrong. He did not do anything wrong at all. It's just the fact that how did Aunt Viv find out that
She
that
was
she?
calling
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, we see what the terms. I guess that I don't know what that
business, not
relationship.
personal.
No,
Business.
absolutely. And they probably got the same numbers that they've been having for years. That's like.
Now, let's make it clear she's a villain. She made the play. She letting him know I'm divorced. How you and Vivian doing? Like, y'all good? Because if y'all ain't, that's basically what she was doing. She threw the play out there. She threw the bait, and Phil didn't bite.
No, he
Shout out to
did
my
not at
brother.
all.
Yes, black men don't cheat. But yes, did you feel like Vivian had a reason to be mad though?
um. Yes and no. Cause all right, I'm gonna tell you something. Women know and have intuition about other women. At least I do. So like, if I tell
I
you,
absolutely believe
if
it.
if I tell you this girl ain't no good for you, then believe me, I'm not say I will never say some shit like that to for my own gains. Like what the fuck I got to gain? Like I'm just telling you this chick ain't no good for you. But so I feel like that she has that type of intuition about her. So like she kind of had a reason to be mad because it's her, but then she didn't have a reason to be mad because it's business, and it's
That's
about a
true
job and it's not about anything personal. But like,
because they have a past relationship, and
yeah,
Vivian knows that, and she was, I think, maybe part of that because it sounded like was Phil going with both of them in college or something?
I don't know.
Because he made it sound like that. He was like, it was college, like we was young. He made it sound like that, like we was just like. I don't
Maybe.
know if that was the case. Maybe it was a situation where he was just saying that we dated in college. Like that's past tense. We ain't like I'm not thinking about her.
I mean, yeah, because they been married for years. Look at how old Hillary is. So I
And I
mean, it's
absolutely
not.
believe my man Phil.
I do
I'm
too.
on
I
his
don't
side.
think. I feel like I don't trust her though, because I feel like she gonna try to seduce him.
Absolutely, yes. See, I read through the bait up. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Phil deals with this situation moving forward. Um, how we feeling about my guy Jeffrey, man? Because
I'm
we
glad
do
he
find
claimed.
out.
I'm glad that he came clean, but
Thank you. Because I got scared.
because
I
I
was
was
like,
like, I
please
didn't
don't
want it
do
to
this
be no
whole secret
drama.
shit again.
Don't be. I just didn't want the drama because, like, to me, I like I said, I like the level of drama that we at. They can turn it up when it get closer to the season finale, but like right now, like I said,
Hold
this is.
on. Do we got a situation going on similar to Ludo? Because it seems like there's some secret shit going on where we know we can't let that happen. As far as Jeffrey actually getting to
No,
talk to his
no,
son.
no.
Okay, I was just
Jeff.
making sure. Cause I'm
No,
like, man,
you didn't listen to the story. So basically, Jeffrey done some shit, and so people want Jeffrey dead. So Jeffrey had to
okay,
leave.
okay.
So and he had to make sure his family was safe, so that the people that are after him won't go after his family. So he found out, so he had to give his son up. You know what I mean?
This definitely gonna come into play because now we got the situation with Will wanting to help Jeffrey actually find his son because of what Jeffrey did for him and his daddy or whatever.
Yeah, but
This nigga
it's
really
all
got mob ties.
he do, he do.
And we do. That's the reason why he was doing the little stuff in Phil's office and looking around or whatever. Man, my boy Carlton, he on the edge. I've been
Damn,
vouching
Connor.
for him.
Yo, so
Don't
yeah,
relapse.
I know, right? Please don't, please
Don't.
don't, please
He
don't,
keep holding
please don't.
on to it. I thought he flushed it. I was like, come on, cards.
I thought he sniffed it because you need flushed. You heard it sounded like you heard it. I was like, he better not
I was
have.
thinking he just flushed it.
I was
But he
hoping that he
kept.
flushed it, and then I was like, don't keep it. Fuck no, you stronger than this, Carlton. You are
Yeah,
stronger than this, and people love you, and
thank you,
people
because
care
everybody
about
checking on him.
you.
Shout out to Will. He keeping on his ass now. He on him like, hey man, I want to make sure you good. I know how you and your boy used to party. And speaking of your boy, I guess the white dude he used to hang out with, he basically
Connor.
the one that gave him the drugs. Yeah, Connor. I don't remember that.
No, he just got the stereotypical like white jock name, Connor.
Absolutely. Even the racist type of vibe, like he go, like it's on some '90s writing type of shit, like straight up, like I know we are in buds, but I know you need this, man. I'm like, what the? He ain't say it like that, but still, it was kind of giving off those. I was like, what the? Y'all done took
Those
it
are
back
the
to the original Fresh Prince now. Like,
See, those are the times that I remember I watching a sitcom, and I was just like,
that's what I'm.
damn
Thank you, thank you. That's what
it.
vibes I got from him. I hope we don't
Yeah,
see a lot of him either no more. As far as Connor,
no,
let him
nobody.
stay distance a little bit.
I don't know.
Because
I
what
feel
y'all,
like Carlton gonna whoop his ass again, or somebody gonna whoop his ass again. I don't
Carson been
know.
whooping a lot of ass, man. Y'all need like, hey, they been whooping a lot of
you, you,
ass.
you saw Carlton working out for that damn flag football game.
Yeah, you see what they doing? They trying to say, hey, now y'all can say what y'all want about Carton, but we're gonna give y'all little eye candy ladies for Carton now. We can't have everybody else doing their thing and not do it for Carton. They gonna be
Exactly.
like, man, but he a crackhead. But,
He a
shout out to
cokehead.
Carton,
That's
man.
more expensive.
But once again, y'all know when we do our reviews, we entertain. We like to try to make
Practically.
light of certain situations. But I like what they're doing because this is touching on his anxiety too, and you know he's off of it. But I love the way Viv, Phil, and Will, everybody is trying to make sure that he's good. They're not letting up off of it,
And
no
Lisa.
matter what everybody else got going on.
And
Yep,
Lisa.
yes, definitely Lisa. Shout
And,
out
and
Lisa,
it's
man.
Lisa and it's Lisa's fault that the parents even know she didn't
She
know that
didn't
they
know,
didn't
yeah.
know. So she
And shout out to Will
accidentally
too.
snitched.
Cause he's in a corner. It's like I know I'm supposed to holler at Phil, but it's like I got to make sure Carlton able to trust me to come talk to me without me thinking I'm gonna run to the Phil and Vivian.
And I love how they went and talked to them separately and
Yes, thank you.
didn't ambush them and didn't make them feel like yell at them and just proper communication.
And I
Just
think
yeah.
that is a good representation for people who might, well, not
They like
people,
to
but you
yell at
know,
their kids.
yeah. I ain't want to say us, but you know, Joe badass down,
This is
damn.
this no, this is for us. That's like last week when I was talking about the whole telling each other they love them. Like
Yeah,
it's so
it's true.
it's so many black families that just don't do that. They don't hug. They don't say I love you. Like everybody got an attitude, pocket
That's true.
watching shit.
Oh, we gonna
Look,
damn, little brother, you done came up. Shit. We family. But I hope Carlton don't relapse, man. The relationships though between Lisa and my boy Will. Once again, Will is making it clear he wants to be friends. He just want to be friends, but he wants to keep that certain bond that they have. But they already done
Mhm.
crossed those lines, so it's like hard to go back when
This,
certain person
this,
got those certain feelings.
exactly,
And I'm
exactly.
glad Lisa said what she said though, because he was honest. Like I can't do it. I can't.
And he got to respect that boundary, because if he don't, he gonna fuck shit up.
I understand him though, because there is like somebody he can go to outside of the family that like he can lean on.
That understands him. Like finding somebody that has that understanding of you and you don't have to over explain yourself and shit like that, that's hard to find. And then like you said, and then they cross that line and it's just like that adds a whole
Yes.
nother level of intimacy and knowing that person and it's just like y'all
I
can't be
think
friends.
that's why the bond a little bit stronger with Will too, as far as how he feel. Like I feel like we done already did what we did. We should definitely keep have this type of close connection. at the other end, as far as Lisa though, it's like no nigga.
If both people can't keep it platonic, then hell no, it's not gonna work. Look at
Shout
me,
out to
it's
Lisa.
not gonna work.
Because I do feel like Will might have slipped when they was in that pool, and she might have like, hey, he was looking like I wouldn't stop it. I ain't gonna stop
I'm glad she had to teach him how to swim.
it. Man. By the way, I always knew I swim. I was swimming out here, babies. Hey, I was always there to
Hey,
swim.
hey, I
Beaches.
learned how to swim and I almost drowned and I learned how to swim better. Yeah, no, sir, I thought I was, it's like, well, here it is. Me at 11, just dying.
I think I learned how to swim at Garfield. Was it Garfield? I can't remember. I gotta think.
I learned how to swim at the YMCA, but I wouldn't do it better than a doggy paddle. So like that shit, that shit at one point in time was not saving my life, and I was drowning. I'm 11 years old at the pool by myself, wrecking, just help. Ain't
No,
nobody
you know
helping
what?
me. I
Shout out
was
to
dying.
school. That's why I think I learned second grade. They took us to the
Yep,
YMCA. We
took us
had
to
to
the
go swim. Yeah,
YMCA.
I think it was second grade or I don't forgot. It was one of those grades
It
though. It
it
was
was
early.
second. Well, it was second
Yeah,
for
it
me
wasn't no shit.
because we
Have you ever
walked
seen the videos where
from.
they throw the babies in the water?
Yeah, my son. I used to take my son to swim class when he was 6 months. He did pretty well, but like, bro, we had to stop going because it was expensive and the gas. It was a lot.
I'm not throwing
It,
my baby in the water.
trust their instincts. They know how to swim. You lived in water for all your life until you birth. It's
I
an
know, but
instinct.
that's
You kick back
pools.
into
Because you go to the beach, we ain't supposed to go but like ankle high. And that's it. We'll sit
for
down a
real.
little bit and splash the water. Yeah, all
Hell
us
no, I
going
go
deep
out
in
there.
the beach.
I no, I be out there in the ocean. Look, and I know people be like, you crazy, and I'm like, yeah, I am. I want to surf and everything.
I just seen something about great whites entering North Carolina
I saw
spring
that
break
nigga.
season.
It beached
I'm good.
itself. I was like, wait, a great at North. I was just at that beach 3 years ago.
Hey, speaking of, shout out North Carolina, man. We've been getting a lot of
Yeah.
mentions in the certain TV shows. Speaking of, going into episode 6, we get the reunion. Shout out to D, Marlon, Wayne's, but she been
see,
in a lot of things,
see,
TV shows, movies. Of course, Craig,
bruh,
Mama.
bruh. I thought about that, and then I was like, Pops is dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, because
Rest in
like,
peace, John Witherspoon.
ah, because it, I don't know that it just this. I don't know. I thought about that too because I was like, damn, Pops, and then her, and then Marlon was out here too. I was like, look at the connections from the '90s sitcoms. Yes,
And I like what they doing as far as bringing a lot of these 90s, not only actresses or actors, but comedians on here. And
yes,
making those like little not recommendations, but homages to not only them,
yes.
but the older films and TV shows back in those times. I
Like I
can't remember
said,
them.
it's a sitcom, so they bringing back all the sitcom people.
And shout out to the original Aunt Vivian coming back, making another appearance. But before we get into the whole family reunion thing, how we feeling as far as Jazz, Hillary, and her ex coming back? Is Hillary gonna fall for it?
Jazz need to stop being so insecure.
He waited too late to
Honest,
text back too. That was like
nigga.
just
Woo!
at that moment.
Just
Cause let's be clear, the
mm.
ex said I want that old thing back. Like he ain't like bump that. Like nah, my boy said she broke his heart. Shit. um, it's gonna be interesting to just see how Jazz handled this because maybe the way he's acting is making Hillary kind of move a little bit towards old buddy, especially with him being there at the family and everything. Like, boy, and the way
Yeah, playing with the
grandmama came up,
kids,
oh, hey, I know that ain't, I forgot his name, but you know,
Lamarcus or something.
yeah, I think it was Lamar. I know that ain't Lamarcus. Like, he very engaged with the family. Everybody know him.
Well, I
It's gonna be
mean,
interesting to see how they do that, and even the relationship with Phil and him, because that's kind
hmm
of the thing with Jazz too, as far as how
Yeah, because he
his
don't really have
experiences
a
were.
relationship with Jazz, and the way he reacted when Jazz was when she was like Jazz is her boyfriend. The lack of reaction is a reaction, sir. We know what you're saying. But my thing is like all he got to do is communicate. How are you feeling? He don't want to admit that he's feeling insecure when he needs to admit that he's feeling
And
insecure.
that's
But
even
he
before
don't
the
need to
ex.
put the yeah, but he don't need to put the blame on her. He just needs to he need to figure out some shit with himself. But if he keep doing this, he gonna lose her because don't girls don't like it when you hot and you cold and you hot and you cold and you talking to me. One day you talking to me 20 times in one day and the next I don't hear shit from you for 3 days. Nigga, what?
Sometimes you gotta play that game. Sometimes
No, the fuck you don't.
you don't want to be no bug. You
Don't
gotta
play
like
with
it.
me like that. Don't play. You'll be you ghost me. You gonna become a ghost. Who this?
Hey,
New phone.
especially in
Who
these
this?
days, the niggas
Who
is in the
this? Nigga
DMs in the inbox. It's like 15 niggas patiently waiting. I feel that my
talking to
application. I'm
themselves.
next. Scene.
Straight up talking to themselves. I don't even see. I'm not. You don't. I don't see shit. Why are you? Why? Who are you? Who? Why? What business do you have
Oh,
with me, sir?
them niggas is bold out here, man. I'm tell you.
Oh, they are. They
Y'all
are.
hear one? They hear my wife. I'm telling you, I'll respond, and I'm act like her. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling you come through. Pull up. Yes, but
Oh my god. But yeah, these niggas bold.
I love this scene as far as getting the family reunion. But more than anything, what was Phil's brother name played by Bill Bellamy? I
Damn it,
can't
I ain't
remember his
catch his
name.
name.
But these two definitely were giving me Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins vibes. They was definitely giving me these vibes. Said and Martin and the whole competition and the way they was going at each other, it was definitely giving me Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins. Even with the whole family reunion thing going on. And man, whether it's Medea, Roscoe Jenkins, I don't care if you go back to a 90s movie, you gonna get that song in this family reunion movie.
You
Or
make
in this
me
show,
happy.
it don't
Let me
matter.
stop. Before they try to copyright claim just me saying that much.
They
Anyway,
couldn't wait.
they, no,
Oh,
what was funny to me is like when he showed up with the boxes, it's like, what's this? Shirts. And it's funny because I saw a meme that said, "Do white people have family reunions?" And it was like a Twitter thing. Somebody asked Twitter, like, "Do white people have family reunions?" They said, "Yeah, we just don't make shirts about it." And and I could not stop laughing because I was like, "Why the fuck do we make shirts? Why?" What
what's going
up,
on, Red
Random
Ricardo?
Car?
Appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate. Well, yeah, cause I feel Uncle Phil on that. I'm not one of the people that's about to keep all these shirts. I love y'all. If I found something
I
else
like wearing the family
creative to,
reunion shirts.
mm, mm, I love y'all, and I'm pretty sure some family members I have that have every single shirt that we've ever had. I love y'all. Bro, we had some good shirts back in the day though. Like I love them vintage shirts. I wish I still had some of them. But like I was a
You made
child
me
then.
happy.
So I'm pretty sure I could not fit them anymore. But yeah. No.
Shout out to because these shirts were more about him pushing his car company as far as Phil's brother played by Phil Bellamy, man. Shout out to North Carolina. The family is from North
Hey,
Carolina, and Uncle Phil just so happened to be from North Carolina. Was the Uncle Phil in the original Fresh Prince from North Carolina? As far as his character,
I don't know.
oh, there
I
might be
don't know.
something new
I don't
then.
hell that place that they keep talking about is a real place. So I don't know where that's like somebody putting Statesville in the TV show. Don't nobody know where Statesville is. I mean, we got the shout out on
I
the
know one
Pee
thing.
Pablo song though. Yo, I have never got. That is an internationally known song. Damn it, I'm gonna be happy we got that little shout out. Yes, Statesville.
Yes,
And,
absolutely. Hannaford and Statesville, and all my niggas that's right here. But
okay. Look, they should have
you want to
played
know
that. Why
North Carolina
they
was in
get
the
the rights
building?
to play that? Right?
Is when the mama started talking about the catfish. the hot sauce, the seasoned salt. Boy, I was licking my lips. I'm sitting like, dang.
Well, hold on.
That's so
Time out.
good.
I am upset. First of all, do they even have Texas Pete in California? Because I heard they
I
don't.
don't know.
My
Maybe
sister
they
lives
don't,
in
man.
Washington State, and she like when she comes, she
They get
buys
some Old
big
Bay.
bottles of Texas Pete. I feel like they got Old Bay. Oh, you talking about the Old Bay hot sauce? They got that
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. They got that. That's good on fish. I love.
Yes,
Look,
absolutely, man.
that's a debate that's going on right now. Is what hot sauces do you use on what? And they was like they being disrespected Texas Pete. People talking about don't nobody use that. North Carolina do. Everybody
Texas Pete
ask
would
about that
be
Texas Pete.
everlasting. If I go to
That shit go.
Bojangles, I want Texas Pete. But shout out to my girl D, man. And I'm calling her
They was.
D. I know that ain't her name in the show, but it's D, aka Craig Mama. Okay. But yeah.
Does she have a name on it?
I call Craig Mama. Yeah, I think she do, but man, right now, and I know it's probably y'all like Friday. You don't know Craig Mama name? I think it's Pops. Ain't that what he called Pop? Man, hey, it's been a minute. I'm gonna have to go back and watch Friday now. I feel some way about that. I do, but when she started making those recommendations, because Vivian about to do something else and she didn't know about a fish fry, and I'm just sitting here thinking about that big black pot that she gonna probably have sitting outside with the grease at the bottom and the fish coming out golden brown. And
Look,
she even said white bread. I was, oh my god!
look, first of all,
That's
I
good.
was always that nigga that was standing by the person frying the fish. Because as soon
Yeah,
as that shit
I
come
want my
out,
plate
I
first.
want a piece.
I'm
I want
not,
a piece.
man. Especially when I was a kid, the kids got to eat first. I didn't make sure the women eat first. The kids got to eat first, so I'm definitely getting mine first. I ain't going
I
out.
just I just need a piece of fish. Just give me a piece.
Everybody out playing, going to the trampoline, do what y'all do on the trampoline. Oh, I gotta get this plate. But another thing, we do get some certain family elements in there, especially with Bill Bellamy's character and his relationship with his son, and the way he kind of treats him. As far as always, like, got to be in this willing element. Like, you always got to be winning, whether it's in life, work, school, whatever you doing, you need to be winning. And he kind of seemed like he's got this pressure on him to not be no loser, no matter what he's doing. Even if they doing like a friendly family game of playing spades, which they was doing, he almost damn near wanted to call him stupid. Like, it was like, damn.
Bruh.
It
No,
was
they was
cool.
playing dominoes. They was playing
Okay.
dominoes. He was playing spades with Vivian. First of
Right.
all,
Yeah,
yes,
you're right.
I'm that wife that needs some run throughs before we go play spades with other people. Shut up. I know how to play. I'm just not good at it. I'm being honest. I am not good at spades. For some reason, I'm good at hearts, though. Don't ask me. I'm always good at the
You the
harder
only one.
version of
I
shit.
don't even play spades.
Oh my God, thank you. Ooh.
I don't. I play Uno. But
I'm glad to hear you say. I be like, somebody got some phase 10 cards.
I got
Man, I would,
Monopoly in here right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
pull it out. Pull it out. Let's get it.
I got the Super Mario version. But
Talk shit.
I did think that was interesting to see the way he was with his son, but it made more sense when him and Phil had that conversation later on, as far as
Hmm.
Phil and his daddy, and the way Phil's daddy would treat him, because Phil was basically the favorite. He was basically calling Bill Bellamy's character dumb as far as they did. Nah, that's a Phil thing. You can't do that. And it's when they was younger,
Listen.
as far as what they had to go through. It don't feel like his daddy was like a bad guy. It just felt like he was
No, no, no. It's misguided. It's misguided intentions that turn out to be bad. It's
mm-hmm.
you're not meaning to be mean or do anything mean, but you don't realize that what you were doing is hurting your child and like building bad character traits because they're associating your love with the shit that they do, and it's not supposed to be that. Your love for your child is not supposed to be conditional.
And you can see that's kind of put a hold on Bill Bellamy, how he is with his son,
Hmm.
the way he
And it
treats
was
him.
sad to see.
It was, shout out to Jeffrey. Y'all always coming through.
Especially since the fact that
I was scared for Bill Bellamy a little bit. I was like, Jeffrey, don't do it, bro. Chill. The way he was standing there beside his son, like, man, you say one more thing to this little man, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, he was not
You know,
feeling
like mob ties.
that.
He thinking about his son too. Like, man.
But yeah, it was sad because it seemed like they was passing on that same rivalry to
Yeah.
Carlton and his son, and I'm just like, don't do that. That's y'all problems is y'all problems. Don't pass that shit on to your children. That's why I hate parents that create division between siblings. Don't do that shit because when you leave, your siblings is all you got. And if you're not tight with them, then who else you got out here in this world that shares your DNA and gives a fuck about you? Like, let's be honest.
Definitely.
Because
I
I
love.
mean, you will find some people that don't share your DNA that give a fuck about you just as hard as your family do. But it's
Shit,
nice when you.
sometimes these days you'll find that more than family.
I
Honestly,
swear to
not being
God.
funny, nothing. I'm just
No, you
saying, man.
right.
Hey,
You right.
once again, that real Israel talk episode is coming. But another thing that I enjoyed, damn, I almost forgot about. It was something I think with Phil.
Oh, the
Ah,
pie.
I lost my train of thought. Huh?
What was it? The pie. They had so many damn
That
competitions.
too.
I'm like, who do all
The
this
pie.
shit at their family reunion? We just be eating and drinking. My, hmm.
It was a conversation with Jeffrey and Will while they was eating the pie though.
Oh, Will asked Jeffrey why didn't he tell him that he had a son, and he was like, basically Jeffrey was like, I didn't know how you would look at me, because knowing that he grew up without his pops, and now that he did the same thing to his son in a sense, but
Is
for
that bond
more
a
of a
little bit
reason.
stronger with Jeffrey with Will than it is with him and Phil?
Yes.
I
That's
thought so.
because
That's what.
that's because Phil has been deceptive, and it's hard to trust somebody that try to deceive you with lies. You don't want to be
And I'm
lied
talking
to.
about as a father figure type. Like he
Yeah,
seems like he definitely indulges and trusts Jeffrey more than he does Phil.
I got that gives me a prediction. If Doc turned out to try to do some crazy shit to Will,
Oh man,
I feel
I
like
already thought
I feel like
it's over. Doc is out of
Jeffrey,
here.
Jeffrey,
Doc is
Jeffrey,
out of here. Jackie,
Jeffrey. I know he already got some shit on Doc anyway.
hey Jackie.
Cause you remember when Uncle Phil was like, I need you to get some information. He was like, I already on it. Like,
I ain't
nah,
done that.
nigga.
Been there, done that. You late. Now help me. Uh, I can't remember what I was trying to think about, man. I forgot what it was. But it was something with the family. I think it was Bill Bellamy, man.
Um, what? Just him wanting to do the prayer. Him just kind of
Nah, because
wanting
that
to
was just
have.
more competition thing still. He was trying to up Uncle Phil.
um.
I forgot what it was. If it come to me, I'll mention it.
All right.
But outside of that, did they kind of mend the relationship as far as Bill Bellamy and his son? Because I don't remember them doing it after they had
No,
that
they didn't.
conversation between him and Uncle Phil. Because I was waiting on it.
No, not really. He was just like, I'm proud of you. I.
Maybe that, okay. Maybe we ain't have to get deep with it because they ain't going to be reoccurring characters, maybe. Which I wouldn't mind seeing them again.
Yeah.
Um, Outside of that, I don't think too much more was going on with the whole family reunion thing besides Jazz, pretty much latex and Hillary. Oh,
Uh.
that's what I was thinking about. It was the thing I liked what they did with the family thing as far as paying homage to the older members of the family.
Oh
That's what I was thinking about with the
yes.
uncle. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Because I don't know. I think everybody got that older individual in the family that be like, he mean, man. Like, nah. Or she mean. But no.
Just
Some
old
people
and
that's done
tired.
been through a lot of things. Yes. Yes.
I don't think the problem with a lot of young people is they don't realize how close that these generations of people that are old or getting older now, what the
Yeah.
fuck they actually went through. Desegregation happened in the 60s. My mama was born in 66.
Like,
Like my mom. I'm not that old.
not even being on some funny shit, but they ain't talking about no street shit, no gangster shit. We talking about race shit where like like cops killing you, torture. I'm not even always going back to slavery, not even slavery, but just the type of things they had to go through all the way getting up to this point of the civil rights movement and all of that.
And then the
Like
fact that
think
he
about a
went
movie
and
like
fought in the
Rosewood. Like
the fact that he went and fought in the war, and it's
yeah,
like you fighting you, and then coming home to a country, fighting for a country that don't give a damn if you come home.
was that even was he a part of the Vietnam thing or was
No,
they
he
making
was. I want
okay,
to say
okay,
no. He was in World War II.
okay. That one might have
I,
been well, he would have been probably
I,
too old for that.
I was about to say I think he was
Yeah.
too old at the
But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, as far as the Vietnam thing, they always talked about as far as the black man going out there to fight the white man's war and all of that. Shout out to
Hmm.
Dead Presidents. There's a lot of different movies that mention that. I recommend that. The Five Bloods on Netflix. That's a good one too. But yeah, I love the way they pay homage to the older individuals as far as the family because it's a lot, man. And I like the way they had the whole thing with Will. Hey auntie, hey everybody, because that's how it is. That's really how it is, especially when you ain't seen
I
people in a long
I
time.
was
Like,
I was voting Will because when he was trying to get the names, I just wanted him to be like cousin. I was
yeah.
waiting. Yes.
Cousin, you a little lucky. Oh, I might do a
Bro,
full
that's
edition,
how it
man.
be though. Like, especially
Yeah,
when you see some black people and they them type of people that's just like, hey, come eat. You just like you don't know me. It
I don't know
don't
one like
matter.
that nowadays, but yeah.
COVID. How much you
So,
put in on these hot dogs?
and they ain't even talk. Just thank you. They ain't talking about no mask or no COVID and nothing. Like nigga, you put in something on this. Like who is that?
Right.
That's your cousin or something. He got a plate too. What is?
Don't nobody.
Like,
I used to go to cookout and bring my own food for them to cook for me. Like it's like I
I'm
want
just
some
glad
wings.
because there was certain times where you had the cookouts where the kids only got to eat hot dogs and hamburgers. You can't get no
Hamburgers.
chicken, the fish, and the like. Damn, I want some chicken and fish. No, you gotta get this hamburger and
Nah,
hot dog. Oh no,
look,
no.
look. I hated cookouts like that because when I was at cookouts, like with my mom, I was allowed to have fish. Damn it, I was like 5 years old with a big ass piece of fish. Just
I
you
was
know what I
that
mean?
was that person. I
Look,
was that child. I'm
shit,
gonna
I
have me
was
a plate of fish.
spoiled. I
Shout
was
out to
spoiled.
my
I get
grandmas.
me
I
some
love them.
damn fish.
Somebody gonna
I
make sure I
was
get some fish. They gonna hey.
I hate that's why I hated going to other people cookouts and they're like, nah, the kids can only have hot. You a goddamn lie. You better give me
You already know. All those I had the chicken and shit. Like man, you crazy? At least I'm gonna
some.
get a piece of fish. If I don't get no chicken, I'm getting a piece of fish. But once again, I like the way they did that as far as paying homage to the older individuals in the family. And once again, that was a good look as far as having these black positive television shows. Not only that, the
Mm.
success of the two brothers, Phil
This
and his
is
brother, played by Bill Bellamy.
yes. This is what I like about this. The black positivity and it's not corny.
Nope, not
It's
heavy
not
handed.
like yes. Like we said, kind of got a little sitcom but like.
I was kind of wondering, was they trying to hit towards something too? And it's kind of a little late mention as far as the moms and her drinking. What they gonna try to do something with that? And I'm almost glad they did. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to see it. I just want them to do what they doing because this is like a real family reunion. People drinking family reunion. I don't know what family reunion everybody done went to, but yes, Negro started to drink. You go outside. Me and the cousins walking up the street.
We
Got
are
some blood.
drinking. We are
Get back.
starting to drink. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They already drinking.
Yeah, Thanksgiving stuff like that. Yes. And once again, I love the whole thing where I'm grown. Say one more thing about my drinking, I'm gonna kick your ass. That's a real black mama or a black grandmama. But this was a somewhat contained episode as far as episode 6 and the whole family reunion thing. Wasn't too much going on with it outside of the whole thing with the relationship between Phil and his brother, played by Bill Bellamy, and the relationship between Bill Bellamy and his son, and everything still kind of going on with Carlton because it still
I
seems
like
like he don't know what he's going to do,
what
take it or not take it. Another thing though, as far as the whole thing with Uncle Phil, not Uncle Phil, but Jeffrey and Will, I know that Jeffrey kind of seemed like he got the answers that he wanted. And shout out to Vivian and Phil. And that's why I was kind of seeming like, are they giving him everything that he needed to know, or are they still holding back certain information? I was just curious about that. Maybe they
Um,
not, but it just seemed like they kind of are. I could be wrong.
he wanted to know who his son was, how he turned out, and if he was okay. So I guess they gave him that information, but I don't think they gave him like a location of where he is. But they
Okay.
gave him a name and age and stuff. I'm pretty sure he knew how old he was, but you know what I mean, like name and like his occupation or where what he doing or whatever. Like, but nothing like concrete where you can go pull up on them if you want to. No, I don't think they're trying to let them do that. Um,
Well, I think this is where Will is coming in at.
I I did enjoy Carlton and his cousin clearing shit up and making sure that they not continuing on with that
Yeah.
family rivalry bullshit. Cause you won't catch me. Mm-mm.
And they basically saying we're gonna break that whole generational thing, man. We done. We ain't
Yeah,
doing it.
and
And
I'm
give or take
glad.
though, they got two different fathers outside of the father that Phil and his brother had.
Yeah, I did like because they made a lot of things come full circle. Carlton took the fall so that he wouldn't get yelled, so that his cousin wouldn't get yelled at. Um, uh, Carlton and Phil, um, Phil saying I believe in you and I
Yep.
trusted you, you know, because Carlton needed to hear that because I feel like that was gonna be a trigger for Carlton, because you know Will talking about he want to stay in the race for the Founders Award
And
and
that's a trigger.
Carl and he was like, you know, but Uncle Phil said it might be a trigger, and he was like, oh, so he don't believe I could do it if you didn't. But the fact that Phil reassured him without even knowing that he knew that he had that conversation with Will, but Phil reassured him because of what his brother was telling him about his
Yeah.
dad. And I'm like, that's why you got to listen to the perspective of your siblings because I swear, if I don't know about anybody else's family, but I know in my family, me and my siblings didn't get the same mama. We have the same mama, but she did not give us the same type of uh
I get what you're saying.
personality. And just like it just I understand a lot about why my sister is the way she is and why she did the things or said the things to me when we were younger
Yeah,
because of
one
how
sister,
she
or do you have a brother too, or you just y'all
I
two?
that's
Oh, okay.
I
So
got a
that see
lot of
that's different.
siblings.
I can
I got
okay,
siblings on my daddy's side, I got siblings on my mama's side.
okay,
So and some of them like one my oldest sister is the only one where we got the same mama and the same daddy. I have an older
okay,
brother, we have the same mama, so my mom has 3 kids, but then on my daddy's side he has 5 kids. My older sister, me, um my stepbrother, my other brother, which he got a different mama, and then my little sister who he's married to her mom, and so that's been his wife for years now. So
so
yeah.
you got siblings though. So okay,
Yes, I got siblings.
I can't. So I definitely I don't I ain't can't compare it as far as just growing up like that. Cause I know me and my sister mainly in the household outside of me having brothers and sisters, but that was
um,
more so in marriage
it
terms.
man, when you have that big of a family, this shit it's hard, but at the same time, it's fun. It's so fun because like you always
Uh,
got somebody to play with. It's always something to do. We was always going somewhere, and I loved it when it was all of us. Cause it was fun. Like man, my family is a trip. Like even to this day, like us being grown, and then we all got kids. So my dad got 13
definitely.
grandkids.
Did
13. So yeah,
I
it's
don't even know if
just
I'm about to
like
make that count.
just my sister
I'm
got
thinking,
5, I
man.
got 2, like yeah, it's so yeah, 13
Hey,
grandkids. So it's lit. And it's so funny because when my sister had her daughter at 17, like we still kids. So basically my niece had a bunch was being
I already
watched
know. I
by
saw
a
the
bunch of
hey,
kids. It was so fun for her though, cause like now when my niece look back on it, cause she I think she gonna be 20 this year. That shit sound crazy as hell to me. But yeah, my niece is grown now. So like when she think back, she was like, it was so fun. I said, hell yeah, because we was all kids and you was a little kid and you're just tagging along with the teenagers. So
Definitely, I understand, especially when you have a bunch of siblings. Like I said, I used to make sacrifice for my sister as far as even playing video games, trying to race, and we just have to stop at houses and sit there and not race because she don't want to race. You just want to drive or have her brothers, and you don't want to lose in certain things, and y'all start fighting and making a bunch of noise. And that's the thing I understand too about having a bunch of boys now, as far as having nephews and sons. Shout out to my mamas, my stepmom. I understand it now. Go outside. Go get outside. Like to be that loud and make it
because they would
like,
tear shit up. I
I'm
used
like,
to hang with my boy cousins. So hell yeah, you tearing some shit up, you in trouble. Yeah.
I remember we played Tekken. We were playing a PlayStation. We were playing Tekken on PlayStation. I think I was beating him, and he slapped me with the controller. And that was the old great PlayStation controller. So you know that mug wasn't light. But anyway,
Bro, my sister and my cousin fought over massage chair. Like just the shit that we like they was fist fighting over.
once again, man, real is real talk. The episode coming. Family affair. I got that coming. I worked on it while we was out. It's coming. Hopefully, if not next, it should be next week. It should definitely be next week because once again, The Last of Us not out. I want to try to start American Horror Story, but I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna talk to you about that.
I'm gonna start watching Farm.
Okay. You good? Okay, you fine with that one then. I can't wait to see you react to that.
I still need to watch Listen too.
Oh yes, definitely check that out. It's not even long either. I went over to my mom and them house the other day and we all watched it. We was over there tripping. But definitely when you watch it, I want to see just your reaction to the ending. It's a good movie, but I got an opinion on the ending. That's all. I ain't saying that if I liked it or if I didn't like it. But that missing review is coming soon. But definitely let me know how y'all feeling as far as Bel-Air episodes 5 and 6 and what we got coming up next. Is Jeffrey going to end up having that conversation with his son with the help of Will? And as far as Carlton, is he going to relapse? Hopefully not. Outside of that, is Doc a good guy? Or is he going to turn out not being a good individual? It's a lot we're trying to see that's going to be going on. Can my boy Phil hold it down? Is he not going to get tempted to go into lake lightness? We're going to have to see. Don't drown.
They're not. I don't. I feel like no. Like I said, she gonna keep trying. She gonna keep trying to push and throw that thing at him. But man, you see how bad Vivian is, right?
No. And shout out to them playing Jaden Smith Icon. Seen them playing a little joint in there.
Oh, ha! I didn't make the connection, but yeah, yeah, because Lisa looked like she was about to drag her. She was like,
"Hey, I heard Jason let her get down. She was brought her out there. It was." And Will didn't even turn his head. You see that car? Yeah, it's me. It's me. We are friends, Jackie. I promise. We are friends. Damn. I understand now, Lisa. I can't go. No.
Lisa was like I can't.
He said that in capital letters. You take somebody over in capital letters, making it seem like you yelling. They said friends.
Look, they got me thinking about the whole Cindy Songs thing. Lisa gonna see him there, Deborah Cox and RL song. We can't be friends.
Yeah, she's gonna start doing those old school voicemails. Oh, from a black number. Y'all know how we feeling, especially with their relationship between Will and Lisa, because I definitely feel like it's not over yet. It's something definitely going to be going on.
It ain't over.
Outside of that, though, Uncle This Talk, make sure y'all come through tomorrow. We got a lot to get into. It's a lot of music. Currency got a song coming with
Bruh, please send me all the music I need to listen to. Just send me a list.
Juicy J got a goddamn album. I'm like, what is going on, man? DJ Drama, Tyler the Creator. It's a lot. But I'm definitely gonna try to talk about everything because So I want to listen
I
to.
already know people gonna be like, Tyler just copying Taylor Swift with the errors, and it's like, please don't do that. Just because two people have the same idea, don't mean that they copy it. He did it in a
You know what?
different way. The whole video of him being different, being the different covers of his album and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift kind of did a thing like that where she was the different girls in her videos. And I ain't
The
trying to
fact
say that you what.
I'm just saying, I'm about to say the fact that we gonna get them DJ drummer ad libs again because he's on this new one that he
Oh
got.
yeah,
Well, the
because
songs
it's
that
the
he did put
extended
out,
version. Yeah,
side B.
yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I don't forget nobody. For right now, I know the main ones that's coming out. Outside of that, Sunday, Pump Fiction retro review. I heard everybody. We are doing Karma next Sunday. They want us to do Karma hip opera. I got that for y'all next Sunday, so we're gonna do that because I already
Right.
put up. I was gonna change it, but I already seen everybody. It's like 27 votes as far as Pump Fiction, so I'm gonna do Pump Fiction this Sunday first. We're gonna do that one first, and then we'll do Karma hip opera next week. And once again, I appreciate all y'all who've been coming and checking out Swarm and The Girl in the Closet. Y'all still coming through checking that out. Appreciate it. Outside of that, though, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell. Shout out to my co-host and deal for coming through, joining me. Uncut Ish Talk tomorrow live, 9:15 p.m. Make sure y'all come through. Perk Minded, he live tonight. If he's not live already, he live at 10. Make sure y'all go check him out. He doing the March Madness as far as all the movies that came out this year. Scream, John Wick. He talking about a lot of things. Maybe even that Jonathan Majors thing. I was thinking about talking about that, but we gonna see. You want to talk about that?
uh Cause I don't have the whole story put together. Cause I just been getting pieces from different blogs and shit, and I'm just
For
like,
me personally, I would like for everything to hash out, everything to get cleared out, and then I want to talk about it because I'm like, damn it, I already had to deal with Tory Lane's ass. I ain't got time for this shit, man. I ain't got time. I'm good.
I
Shout out,
I
hey,
I don't
because
feel
even
like
with the
I know
whole,
enough to have an opinion yet. So
even with the whole white girl aspect and all that, I'm like, hey, I need to hear everything. Shout out to my brothers out here doing what y'all doing on y'all content and
I'm
y'all
trying to
chat.
tell you, y'all keep messing with these people that don't wash their damn legs.
I
That's
want to
what
ask
you
you something.
get.
Have you ever listened to Troy Ave?
Who?
Troy Ave.
No.
He a rapper from New York. Okay. I am gonna talk about him a little bit tomorrow. It just he got a situation that happened. It was a Irving Plaza shooting. I know you heard about that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, it was a situation that happened like a couple years ago. It was a big thing though, because I listened to a person called Tax Stone who did podcasts, and it was a situation with him. But it's this whole thing with streets and snitching and all of that. And the only thing, the reason I'm bringing it up because of the music, and the reason I wanted to talk about it. It's not going to be a long conversation, but I did want to mention it, and I am going to let you hear, I guess, a snippet of his music to see if you think he a good artist. And I do got one of his songs on my page if you want to check it out for you.
Okay.
That's not part of New Music Friday, by the way. But not saying that's the reason I brought him up, but no, that ain't part of New Music Friday. But yeah, outside of that, make sure y'all come through tomorrow. We will be live at 9:15. Once again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Other than that, we out.
Hey.